One, first impressions make a big difference as to whether somebody's going to subscribe to your channel or not. So most subscribers tend to subscribe from your channel homepage. Quite a few subscribe from your video, but a lot of them just come to your channel homepage, and then based upon the branding that's on your channel homepage and in your video, they're going to determine whether to subscribe to your channel. So in this live stream, you're going to learn 10 ways to brand yourself on YouTube so you can differentiate your channel from other channels and communicate your key messages and content strategy. So when it comes to branding your channel or branding yourself on your channel, you want to convey, your personality, something unique that you want to get across about your business, about your product, about yourself. So today I'm going to talk about 10 different elements that you can use to brand yourself across your channel and your videos. So my name is Herman Drost from drostdesigns.com. That's my website, and my YouTube channel is all about how to grow your audience on YouTube so you can generate traffic, leads, and sales on autopilot. Because if you even get one video that you put a lot of work into, and then it does well in the search engines or does well in suggested videos, which appear on the right side of the watch page, then you can get a lot of traffic, a lot of leads, and a lot of subscribers, based upon what your goal is. So that video, just that one video, can be working for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for years to come. And if you multiply that by several dozens of videos, then you can have like an evergreen traffic machine. So that's the beautiful thing about YouTube. And I think a large part of trying to come across to your subscribers as professional, you want to do it as be the best version of yourself. So you want to therefore have the branding that really shines on your channel. So so I want to welcome everybody here. We've got Mr. Tour Build, good to see you. Gabriel's Learning Hospitality, Algerian Boy. We got Fananita. We got ESAB Latest News, Laugh Life Hub. We got Gabrielle, and we got Harley and the Barrow channel. So welcome everybody. So let me first go into why branding is actually important. So probably a lot of you have channels, or maybe some of you don't have channels, but I think it's important to get the branding, at least a decent bit of branding right at the start, because when I first started my channel, I didn't really think about branding, and therefore just put up a banner and just didn't think about what kind of channel art I wanted on my channel that represented my business. So at that time I was into web design, and I wasn't really so concerned about the branding. But if you look at different channels across the net, and we'll go into this a little bit on my own channel, then you want your branding to represent yourself, represent your business, your products, etc. So why is branding important? I think it really reinforces your content. So you might have great content, but say you have a horrible looking channel banner, or you have almost nothing on your channel homepage. Your channel homepage is like the first page that people come to a website. So say maybe you look at some of the websites from 20 years ago, and you would not recognize, you wouldn't think much of them compared to some of the beautiful websites you see see on today. So same with your YouTube channel. You want to have the graphics and have the channel branding that reinforces your content, that supports and supplements your content. So, and another benefit is that you want it to something unique, something that stands out, from your competitors, stands out from other channels. So this could be your face, could be your logo, could be different things. It could be you could have hot pink as your colors. So in that way, something that distinguishes yourself from other people, other channels. Instead of you might get some ideas from other channels, but you definitely don't want to copy them. The third benefit is that it helps to communicate the value of your content. So as I mentioned in the first point, it reinforces the content, but also you can communicate your content, with because most people, I'd say, are sort of visual learners. So like when they see the thumbnail, they'll click on the thumbnail. When they see beautiful channel banner, then they'll be more inclined to check out the rest of your content. So you want to communicate the value of your content. So I think that's very important. And I think the other big thing is that your main goal, well, for most people's goal, is to convert the casual viewer or the casual visitor into a subscriber. So if you have attractive channel art and the content is organized, very well on your, in your videos and on your homepage, then you want to make it easy for people to want to subscribe to your channel. So a great benefit is if you have great channel branding, then it's easier. You want to kind of like when a car salesman is trying to sell you a car, then they want to make it easy for you. So you can't do it here, but they say, well, why don't you check out this car? It's I'm sure you would like this Mustang or this Rolls Royce. And so I can't afford it. But then he says, well, why don't you sit in the car? And he said, well, it smells really good and it looks really good, and I'd really like, I really would like to buy this Rolls Royce. And then he says, oh, come on into the office and we'll talk about it. So in the same way, you want to try to make it easy. I don't know if that's a great comparison, but you want to make it easy for people to subscribe to your channel. So channel branding is a great benefit of that. And I think another great benefit is that when people see your channel branding, they can instantly recognize that thumbnail or that logo or that face belongs to your channel. You immediately say, oh yeah, that's such and such's channel. And so you make it, if your brandings are not only on your channel but also across the social media sites, on your website, etc. So channel branding doesn't really just apply. Your branding doesn't just apply to your YouTube channel, but it also can duplicate that on your website, social media sites. If you have printed materials, you could also have it on your business card, on your newsletter, etc. So let's look into some of the 10 ways to brand yourself on YouTube, and I'll just show my channel page here. So it's kind of what we're going to start off from. So let's take a look at this. Okay, so here I've got my this is my channel homepage. So when people first land on your channel homepage, then first thing that appears at the top is a channel banner. So I think before that, I just want to mention I'll just mention channel banner. I think first see the channel banner. So you want it to, I think, try to keep it simple. Some people have very busy channel banner, but I think you want to keep it very simple. Maybe have your name. I've got Video Bootcamp. That's kind of representative of my channel, and then growing your audience with video. So some slogan that that kind of encapsulates what your channel is all about. and then I've got learn more at drossdesigns.com, so your website. So I think, keeping your channel back, that's the first thing people see. So you've basically got 5 to 7 seconds to grab the attention of your viewer. So if you just have a plain channel banner, or just maybe if your channel was all about cats, you might have a cat there. But I would say have a have your face as a channel banner if that's what your channel, if you want to represent yourself, but also having bold text on there. And also I've got my upload schedule, new videos every Monday and Thursday. So I think that's also important. Now the other thing that you could have is also your channel icon. So you can use your face here, or you could use your logo, have a logo for your channel. But on this design, this is actually the new design for YouTube. Before it was like inside your channel banner, but the new design puts it below your channel banner. And so this channel icon also appears on your next to the comments. So when you have your comments there, then that icon is the icon from your channel is going to be show up next to the comments, and it also appears at the top here. See, top right as well. Probably appears other places as well, but so I think that's very important. Having a nice channel, have a nice photo of yourself. Probably could change mine there. And then I got number three is unique value proposition. So I think the unique value proposition or value proposition, I've got grow your audience with video here. So it's kind of your tagline. So the unique value proposition, basically it's talking about what's in a few words, like a tagline, what encapsulates the content of your channel, the content of your videos. So that's something you might want to think about. It might evolve over time too, but I think the simpler you have it in just a few words makes it easier, instead of like having hundreds of a lot of sentences on your channel banner. The other thing is I didn't mention it. Probably should have mentioned this at the beginning. But I would say your channel name. So like if you're beginning a YouTube channel, you want to think, what kind of channel name would you have? Should it be your own name? Should it be a business name, product name, etc.? So when I first began my channel, I was doing web design, and my website was isitebuild.com, so I just went with iSiteBuild. And basically I stayed with that because, you're also doing design and moved to video marketing, but it's kind of easier, it's a very short name. But, if you're starting a YouTube channel, you might think, what about using your own name? If you want to have that everywhere and use that as your branding name. Or you could have, say it was a flower business, you could have Herman's Flower Business or something like that. So it just depends, so that's something to think about if you're just starting a new channel, using your own name, using a business name, etc. So you can create you can have a custom channel name. You can also have a custom URL for your channel. So it could be youtube.com /c/iSiteBuild or whatever. So. And I think you can change your channel name once. So if you want to rebrand, change your channel name to a different channel name, you can also do that. So you might want to rebrand your channel. So that's another thing. Channel name, your channel banner, channel icon, unique value proposition, and then down here I got a channel trailer. So your channel trailer should be the purpose of your channel trailer really is to welcome new subscribers. So we want to give a reason why you should subscribe to your channel. So make it 1 to 3 minutes long. 60 seconds to 3 minutes is fine. And then at the end of the channel trailer, there'll be a pop-up box asking people, a red pop-up box, subscribe box, ask people to subscribe. So alternatively, and this is what somebody mentioned at VidSummit, was because I had a channel trailer before that I was using and I was getting some subscribers, but this person suggested that, and since my channel is several years old, look at what particular video is doing really well. If you look into if you go into YouTube Analytics and click on subscribers, and then look at the YouTube Watch page, I think it's YouTube Watch page, then you'll find the videos that are getting the most subscribers. So use that video that's attracting the most subscribers to your channel. So if you see that one video on your channel is getting a lot of subscribers, attracting a lot of subscribers, just use that video instead of creating a brand new channel trailer. So since I changed my channel trailer from a customized channel trailer, I changed it to a video that was getting a lot of views and a lot of subscribers. And since I did that, then I've got more subscribers, and I've also generated more revenue from AdSense ads. So so that might be something to think about. Instead of creating a customized channel trailer, think about like a high performing video that you've got on your channel and just use that. Test it for a while. Okay, so that's a channel trailer. I would say use a few 1 to 3 minutes long, and then I've got thumbnails. So thumbnail is very important because it starts the program, starts the journey of your particular viewers. So if you have a great thumbnail in the search engines, that's something that people are going to see right away, and they'll click on that and then they'll come to your video. If they go to your channel homepage, then they'll see, if you've got sections on your channel homepage and playlists, you can see here, all the thumbnails. So when you create your thumbnail, and if you're going to do this, then you want to have a consistent look across your channel banner, across your thumbnails, etc. So you could use a logo, you could use your face. In my case, I don't have a logo, so I just use my face, and similar colors and similar fonts. So when you look at the channel homepage, it looks very congruent. It's very clear. The thumbnail is very clear, and it kind of repeats itself. So when they see the thumbnail in search engines, then they can, they come to the channel homepage, then they instantly recognize that it's your channel. So if somebody sees your thumbnail in the search engines, then they say, oh yeah, that's such and such's channel. I remember that. So so that's so when it comes to your thumbnails, let's switch back here for a minute, talk a little bit more about thumbnails. Let's see. So I just want to talk a little bit about the thumbnails, because it's such an important thing that that you need to do these days. Because I've been split testing thumbnails, and a lot of times what I feel is a good thumbnail, then I'll split test it and find that the second thumbnail or even the original thumbnail did better than the one that I felt was a better design. So I would say use bold colors, use contrasting colors, use bold text, and then also don't use too much text, and don't just repeat the title of your video, but try to come up with another different words than the title of your video, and then also avoid putting anything in the bottom right of your custom thumbnail. So now we're going to switch back again to looking at sections. So as you can see on the channel home page here, I've got different sections. So what I've done is created a horizontal section here, and then I've got a vertical section, horizontal section, vertical section, horizontal, horizontal. So I would recommend that you kind of switch it up, that you kind of, instead of doing all horizontal sections, do like a horizontal, then a vertical, so you have a bit of variety to your channel homepage. Somebody has a question here. Harbley has a question here about, do you use TubeBuddy for A/B thumbnail testing? Yeah, that's right. It's actually it does require a paid upgrade, I think, to the Legend version, but I think it's worth it if you really want to test your thumbnails. So you can do a split test of the thumbnails, and I think even within 7 or 14 days, they even give you, they show you the views and the click-throughs and everything, so you can quickly see which one's doing the best, and then choose that one. Short Trailer says, why different words than the title on your video and a thumbnail? Well, I think, because people, when they see the thumbnail in the search engines, then already your title is there. So they'll be reading the title of your video, and then you want to, have something different in your thumbnail. So, but not something too different, but something that reinforces your content or tells a bit of a story. So, and that way you kind of add it, instead of just repeating yourself, you're adding some more variety and more contrast. Okay, so I'm talking about sections here. So with sections, I've got horizontal and vertical sections, and when you create a section, you have the option to create a playlist in that section. So in this case, I've got How to Grow YouTube Channel 2018. Wow, it's coming up to 2019 soon. I'll change that. But so this the title of your playlist is going to be above the section on your channel homepage. So so you got your title of your playlist, and then you also want to add a description to your playlist, and that will show above each section on your channel homepage. So instead of having a blank here, when people first arrive in your channel homepage, they think, oh, that looks kind of interesting, let me check out deeper content. They might watch the channel trailer, then they'll look at the title and descriptions above each section, then they say, oh, that looks pretty interesting. They look at the, and this would be another reason to create different different words on your thumbnail. Is like when you go on your channel homepage to see, there's something different, different text here on the thumbnail than it is in the title of your video. So here I've got How to Monetize YouTube Videos 2018, but then on the thumbnail I got Earn Money on YouTube. So something gives them sort of more content and more motivation to subscribe to your channel. So yeah, so having sections, it's kind of like a web page. The way I see the channel homepage, it's really like a web page that people first visit. So you're given a few seconds to make an impression, and if they want to dig deeper, then they can scroll down and check out your videos, check out your playlists, etc. Now I've seen other people that instead of putting a playlist here, they'll put a playlist, like here's a particular playlist, but they'll put a playlist, like 4 playlists across here. So that's another thing that you could do, is to just make it each video thumbnail a playlist. So instead here I've got a playlist that just kind of continues. So that's about sections and playlists. And then the another element of channel branding is your about page. So let's take a look at this. So on your about page, you have description, details, and links. So this is your links that appear on your channel banner. So when you write a description, you don't want to just talk about yourself, because people are not really interested in saying, well, hey, I have a great channel that's one of the best in the world, and that's why you should subscribe. Well, people are not really, you have to think what's in it for them. Put yourself in the shoes of your viewer and write a description that's kind of like viewer-centered. So here I've got, I'm passionate about helping small business owners generate traffic, leads, and sales using video. I want to create a heart-centered company, make you feel part of a family. And then you might want to also include your upload schedule. Then you've got details. If you're a business or you want people to contact you, then you can have your business inquiries, and then you got links. You can put up to like 5 links that will appear on your channel banner at the top here. So I've got a e-course here, 21 days to get free traffic. I've got a tip jar, which doesn't do much, but it's a PayPal link, subscribe link, Facebook group, Twitter, and Google+. So you could have a subscribe link there. You could have a landing page. You could have your website, etc. So I think I have to change that and put my website there, but I got it on my banner here as well. So your about page, when you write a description, try to include your some specific keywords that are related to your channel, because Google can pick up those keywords and then possibly rank your channel in the search engines. So that's your about page. And then another element is the subscribe watermark. So the subscribe watermark is a watermark that appears at the bottom right of each video. So it's going to appear across all the videos on your channel. So when you create it, you're going to just go into your Creator Studio and then select, I think it's called featured watermark or something like that, and then you create that watermark. Get a little. You can use a logo. You can use a subscribe icon, logo, subscribe icon, or I can't remember the dimensions, but once you've created it, then it'll appear at the bottom right. It used to be top right, but now it's bottom right, which is not that great because you got these timestamps across all the videos on your channel. So once you've set that up, then anybody watching your video has an opportunity to subscribe to your channel. So in purposes of branding, you could actually use your logo. I use the subscribe icon because it says subscribe. So and that way, it's obvious what people need to do. And another branding element could be your intro bumper. So not everybody uses that, but you could, when you start your video, you could have like an intro bumper with your logo, with a little bit about yourself, etc. A lot of people use logos, so that'll be another way to get branding on your videos. And the other one would be, if you have a video backdrop, use the same video backdrop for all your videos, then you could, you can put your logo on your backdrop. In my case, you can also use some personal items that represent yourself. So in my case, I just put some plants in there, because I love nature. Okay, let me see if I've got any questions here before I proceed. To look down here. Oh, hi, Caldor. Good to see you. Okay. Yeah, all this takes quite a bit of work, but I mean, if you're thinking about keeping a channel for a long time, then just work on one thing at a time. If you're starting a new YouTube channel, maybe the first thing you could work on is a channel banner. And one of the easiest ways to create a channel banner is to just go into use Canva. So I don't know if everybody's familiar with that, but let me just check that out. I'll see. I'm going to show you a quick view of Canva, if I can find it here. Okay. Okay, so here's called Canva.com, and it's oh, where the heck is it? This is Canva.com. It's free graphic software, and you can create YouTube thumbnails. You can create Facebook thumbnails, you can create channel art, etc. So, but it has a lot of templates here, but I can't see them all here. But we got Facebook event cover, you got YouTube thumbnail, you got YouTube channel art here. So if you go to YouTube channel art, so here you've got a bunch of templates that you can use. It's already they're already being created for you, but you just have to change the images. So say if you were to choose this one, then you could just swap this image out for a different image and then put in, just change the text. So this is a very fast way to create channel art. So, and then you can also use that for YouTube thumbnails. That's what I do. I use Canva.com for creating my thumbnails. And if you're thinking about creating a logo, I came across this, and I'll probably do a review of this, but here's a free logo maker. It's called Design Evo. So it's DESIGNEVO.com, and it's got 7,000 templates. So all you have to do is just I haven't really tried it out, but just make a free logo. So you want a logo for your channel, or put that you have across your channel. So just click on a logo that you want here. So I click on there. Then you can put in your logo name, put in a slogan. So let's see, I put Herman's Flower Shop, and logo will be, I don't know, get the best flowers, get started. Oh, okay, so here I've got, probably have to see, so you can just drag it. So it's very easy to create a logo really fast. You just move these things around like so, and then you have the ability to you got a whole bunch of different icons here. Change the text, change the shape, change the background, and then once you got your logo done, you can just preview it, and you can, here you have it on your business card, maybe on social media sites, on your newsletter. You have it on your computer here, so it just shows you all the ways how it looks. It might be on the see, Herman's Flower Shop. So all the different ways that you can display your logo across all different materials. So that's oh, where is it? Let's go back. So it's designevo.com. So check that out. So I think it's they have a free version, and then you can upgrade to, I think it's a one-time cost. Yeah, so I got to give credit for the free version, and then you got basic and you got plus, which is all a one-time payment, which is pretty good. Okay, so a quick look at the chat here. Sorry if I missed your questions, but just going to quickly look through here for something that pertains to what I've been talking about. Oh, hi, Roll 100, good to see you. TD's Place, good to see you. Can we get a video for YouTube SEO? Okay. Roll 100 saying, would you be willing to live stream review people's channels? Yeah, maybe we'll do that another, maybe not today, but maybe another time. We'll definitely make a note of that. All right, this is good to hear. Lisa has almost 20,000 subscribers. With your help, a huge thank you. So that's great, Lisa. That's awesome. Congratulations. And let's see. Oh, Gabrielle saying easy to remember. Yeah, that was why I chose our site build, because just yeah, something very easy to remember. I thought about changing it to my name, but sometimes you overanalyze things, and then you just gotta move forward and do it. So I tend to overanalyze things, and then don't get stuff done. But I think it's best to just take action. Harvey's got a good question here. I wonder if the channel name decision may be related to your exit strategy too. If you want to sell, it might be harder if it's brand around your name. Yeah, that's a good point. Say you got hit by a bus, and it was in your channel name, then it'd be very hard for somebody to take it over. So it's kind of a morbid thought, but on the other hand, it is very easy to remember, like Harley Pebley. I mean, that's easy to remember. Herman Drost, easy to remember, because almost nobody has a name like me. If you had John Smith, then it's probably already taken. So the kind of pluses and minuses, but I chose to kind of just do it around a particular name, and I'm not sure if you can actually sell your channel. That is probably something for the lawyers. Do you know about that, Harley? If you could sell your channel to somebody else, I think that might be against YouTube's terms of service, but I'm no lawyer. Okay, yeah, Lisa has a question here about, is it worth going back to videos about a year old and redoing the thumbnails? Yes, I would say it is. If you got that split testing feature from TubeBuddy, that's definitely worth it. I would say, yeah, especially if you've got, and I probably should remind myself too, because I got videos that I did 3 or 4 years ago that have absolutely lousy thumbnails, and I just haven't found the motivation or the time to do it. But I know there's, I know one channel talked about just redoing all the thumbnails, you know, all old thumbnails, and they saw a vast improvement on traffic. You know, they got a lot more traffic and views and subscribers. So especially now YouTube is focused on thumbnails for click-through rate, and if you get a high click-through rate, then YouTube will surface more videos on other people's watch pages. So it might, you know, I would say maybe do 2 or 3 at a time. Don't do all of them at once, but maybe just works through it slowly, the ones that are not doing very well, and maybe those ones that have a high amount of traffic. So if you redo the thumbnails on videos that have low traffic, then probably it's not going to make much difference. But ones that are getting at least some traffic, redo the thumbnails, and then you might see a jump in the traffic from that. So Raw 100 said, definitely noticed a difference changing my thumbnails and getting views that were not there before. So yeah, so that's somebody took action and made a difference. Okay, and short trailer says, if you have your layout horizontal, can it be easily changed to vertical for, say, playlist? Yeah, you can just quickly change it on the channel homepage. You know, you just choose horizontal or vertical, and so it's very easy to change on when you set up those sections on your channel homepage. Caldol, tell me how you're doing this live right now. I'm using Ecamm Live for this live stream, so it has the ability to show picture-in-picture, and it's kind of very easy software to use. I'll have to do a review on it someday. Harley's saying, yeah, thanks for that, Harley. It's saying that I think you can sell your channel, but you have to coordinate with YouTube. I understand it's easy if it's an asset for other business, but I'm not a lawyer either. Yeah, so yeah, I would consult a lawyer first before you do that. But yeah, it'd be great, you know, if you want to switch to a different channel, you want to maybe get thousands of dollars for your channel. That'd be great. I once, because my website, sitebuild.com, I haven't touched it for a long time, but one time somebody offered me, like, you know, $30,000 for it. I thought, wow, that's when I'm ready to sell it, then definitely worth it. So if you got a domain for a website and it's been around a long time and you're actively updating your website, it might be worth a lot of money. Okay, I just want to continue a little bit here about the branding. I mentioned about the different tools. So Canva is a tool for creating your YouTube thumbnails, for creating your channel art, and then also, if you don't want to do it yourself, then I highly recommend going to Fiverr.com or even Upwork.com and get somebody, you know, just pay somebody $5 or $20 to create your channel banner, your thumbnail. But I think for thumbnails, it's better if you can do it yourself, because you're going to create, if you're putting out lots of videos, then you don't want to pay, unless you got lots of money lying around. You want to add, learn it yourself so you can, quickly come up with a thumbnail. So when I create thumbnails, I often create something for Instagram as well, and so you have that flexibility. And I mentioned about if you want to create a logo for your channel, then Design Evo is a free logo maker, which is just totally online. And for intro bumpers, I would suggest using Video Hive. It has a great logo stings in there. And you got Render Forest, which is a free intro maker, and Videos, which is I think I've got. Let's see if I put this in the. There's another one that's you can check that out. I think I haven't looked at that for a while, but that's has a lot of animated logos that you can use and transitions that you can use, so you can check that out. But when it comes to branding, I think a few things to keep in mind would be to try to make your branding consistent across your video and your channel. So if you can keep it consistent, then when somebody recognizes your YouTube thumbnail in the search engines, then they go to your channel homepage, they can, everything sort of fits together. So just as I showed you that logo maker, you might have the same branding on your channel, your social media sites, your website, your T-shirt, your whatever. But have a consistent colors, consistent fonts, consistent artwork, etc. Another point is keep it simple. So if you have very complicated thumbnails, like I notice a lot of thumbnails these days have lots of different objects in the thumbnail, and it becomes very busy. So I prefer to have thumbnails that are kind of clean and simple looking. I think I mentioned this before. I'll show you quickly. Let's see where it is. I was going to show you somebody's. Maybe I won't mention that. Okay, I'm just going to show you Evan's. I'm moving these windows around. Okay, so here you got like Evan Carmichael's site. So here you got just a very, keeping it. The purpose of showing this is to try to keep your branding simple. So he's just got his face, and then he's got Evan Carmichael, Believe, new videos daily. So I think he's got a book called One Word. So he talks about just come up with one word that represents your channel. So in his case, he's got Believe as his one word. So I've got several words, but the idea, I think, is to really try to keep it simple. So then he's got just his name and then Believe, and then he got very simple thumbnails and very simple text on his thumbnails. See, so he's also got like horizontal, vertical, horizontal, vertical, 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 horizontal. And you can see here also that he's got the title of the thumbnail, title of the playlist, and the description of the playlist. So it's just another example of trying to keep it simple. And I think the third point is just make sure that your branding complies with the YouTube community guidelines, because YouTube community guidelines, they're very picky these days, and I've as I mentioned in my last video, I got a strike. I was thinking last week, last Monday, I think it was. I think it was a Monday, just before I was doing a premieres video, and then I ended up appealing the video, and unfortunately I got reinstated, and it got reinstated right before I went live last Friday. But I'd already decided I'm just going to, instead of going, I couldn't go live on YouTube until the last minute, so I decided to go live on Facebook. So if you get a strike, then you lose that privilege from YouTube of going live for 3 months. So fortunately, if you follow the community guidelines for your video content, for your branding, then you don't get into trouble. But in my case, it was like a false positive, so they mistakenly gave me a strike, and therefore I could get it back. So definitely stay within the community guidelines when it comes to your channel branding. And I think the last point was really to, if you get stuck for ideas for your channel branding, how to brand yourself, then look at different channels. Look at Evan Carmichael's channel. Look at my channel. Look at some of the channels that are people in the chat here, or if you're in a Facebook group. So if you're not a member of the Facebook group, then definitely check out facebook.com/groups/tube video bootcamp, because you can get your questions answered, you can interact with other people there, etc. So you definitely check that out. So somebody's let's see, said Wix also has a free logo maker. So yeah, so probably if you Google free logo maker, you're probably going to get dozens of them there. Thanks for that. Okay, HR Music has a question here. My AdSense and YouTube monetization was disabled. I put ads on my videos now. Any solution? If you have monetization disabled, you probably got that yellow demonetization symbol next to your videos. So I think you probably have to wait 12 months before you can get it reviewed again. I think that might be right. But what I would suggest or recommend is to find other ways to generate revenue from your channel. So it could be merch. You could sell T-shirt. If you're into music, you could do merch. You could be I think even Amazon has a merch way to go. To sell different products. Affiliate programs. Try to redirect people to affiliate programs that are associated with your channel. And another way is to just create your own, create your own course. If you're into music, maybe you could do tutorials on something about music, something related to music. So there's many different ways that you can monetize your channel or generate revenue from your channel. But AdSense is great if you have a lot of subscribers and a lot of views to your videos. But you can actually make more money from affiliate programs, your own products, your own courses, merchandise, etc. So I would go with that. Okay. Oh, hi, Fluffy Christine. Good to see you. Looking if there's any more questions here. Gabrielle saying, do you check your channel dark theme too? Some people only use dark theme, and people only use dark. Yes, I think it's a matter of preference. I don't use the dark theme. I guess it depends on your channel branding. You know, if you have colors that work with the dark theme, then I would go with that. But I like kind of bright light colors, so I think it's a matter of preference. Oh, is it Canva? Can you spell it, please? Yeah, let's put it here. Canva.com is what it is. Canva.com. Okay, just checking the questions here. Oh, Cal Lawson, is that a brick wall behind you? Yes, it is, but it's not a real brick wall, so sorry to tell you that, but it's actually a tapestry brick wall, so it looks kind of very real, but it works well on my in my office, so I use that. You can actually, I got a video about that, you know, how to create video, how to different options you can use for video backdrops. So might want to check out that video on my channel. So it's actually a wall tapestry, and I think it only costs about 25 bucks. Fluffy Christine says, can fetish content, sexual content be monetized? You got to be very careful there, because you might run into going against YouTube community guidelines, because the community guidelines talk about sexual content and, you know, like that. So you might, I would say, kind of, you know, unless your channel's about that, I would say, you know, kind of stay away from that, because you probably get a community guideline strike. And if you get a community guideline strike, then you can't go live for 3 months. So if you've got any more questions about branding, let me know in the chat stream. Probably do a more sort of regular video on that next week, talking more about branding. I'm also just want to let you know that I'm working on an ebook that on YouTube, you know, kind of YouTube marketing, etc. And I'll be putting screenshots in there. So I have a YouTube course called tubevideobootcamp.com, which talks all about how to grow a YouTube channel. But it's a monthly payment plan, monthly subscription. But I thought, well, an ebook would be good, because some people also just like to kind of scan and view graphics and read. So I thought I'd create an ebook. So if you have any ideas for what you'd like to go in the ebook, basically we go through different chapters about ranking and creating a channel and keyword research, etc. But if you have any ideas what you may want to go in the ebook, then let me know, because getting near the end of it. But that's hopefully get it done before the end of the year. Oh, and actually, I think just the last point I wanted to make was that channel branding is, I think it's definitely one factor that helps attract views and subscribers. But I think ranking your videos, that definitely want to get your videos ranked in the search engines. So in that case, you definitely want to check out my series on how to rank your videos. Let me see if I can get a URL here for you. Check that out. This is actually to my playlist on how to rank YouTube videos, so you can check that out. And as I mentioned before, if any of you haven't joined the Facebook group, then definitely check out the Facebook group at facebook.com/groups/Tube Video Bootcamp. So I thank everybody for attending the live stream today. I hope you learned something. And if you have any more questions about branding, definitely put them in the comments below this video, and also give this video a like. And if you have any other questions, not only put them in the comments, but also you can see on the Facebook group, and you can ask them in there, and people can answer your questions. So thanks everybody for attending. I hope you have a great day and a great weekend, and I'll see you next week in the next video. Take care.